Under the shroud of a blood-red moon, the ancient forest lay still, its silence broken only by the soft chorus of nocturnal insects weaving their mournful melody through the humid air. Shadows stretched long and restless, wrapping the trees in an uneasy embrace. On this night, 3 travelers found themselves at the edge of a fabled domain, a place whispered about in the legends of beasts and feared by all who dwelled near its border. Tro, a gentle creature whose strength was matched only by his unwavering loyalty, led the way. His broad shoulders bore not just the weight of his own destiny, but that of his companions as well. By his side trotted Cho, sharp-eyed and fleet of foot, his mind ever watchful for danger, his heart burning with devotion. Bringing up the rear, Tige swung from branch to branch, his laughter echoing through the foliage, a sound as mischievous as the glint in his eyes. Yet beneath it, a mind as quick as lightning and a spirit unwilling to yield. Their search was simple: water, the lifeblood of the forest. But as they wandered deeper, the path grew unfamiliar, the air colder, and the world around them stranger. Soon they stumbled upon a stone slab, half sunken into moss, its surface etched with ancient runes. "Whoever enters shall never return," read the warning, its meaning clear as day even to those unversed in the tongue of old. Cha's fur bristled with unease. "We shouldn't be here," his gaze seemed to say, but Tige only chuckled, swinging his tail. "Ghost stories for pups," he scoffed. Yet Tro, ever the shield and leader, pressed forward, believing in the strength of their unity, and perhaps in the hope that courage would be enough. As the trio ventured past the stone, the forest changed. The trees grew denser, their trunks twisted like ancient sentinels. The moon's light struggled to pierce the canopy, and the world faded into shades of midnight. Suddenly, from the darkness, 2 burning eyes flashed, a predator's gaze, ancient and unyielding. Ho emerged, muscles rippling beneath his striped coat, his stance exuding authority and danger. He was the undisputed lord of this forest, and tonight he hungered for more than dominance. His eyes locked onto Tige, whose antics grated on his patience. "Noisy fool!" Ho's presence seemed to roar. Without warning, the ground trembled with a bone-chilling roar. Not from Ho, but from something deeper, older, and infinitely more sinister. Shadows began to swirl, coalescing into forms that defied nature. Creatures born of darkness, their shapes shifting and impossible, their intent clear. They surged toward the group, malice radiating from their every movement. In the face of this new threat, instinct took hold. Tro stood firm, his vast frame shielding his friends from the onslaught. Cho darted through the chaos, his sharp mind searching for a pattern or a weakness in their foes. Tige, undeterred, hurled stones and fashioned crude traps, every trick and twist a testament to his cunning. Ho, pride wounded but survival paramount, barked a command. "Follow me, unless you wish to perish." Reluctantly, Tro nodded, and together the 4 plunged into the heart of the accursed woods. Their journey became a desperate flight, each step a test of will and wit. The river they encountered ran red as blood, its surface reflecting the haunted moon above. Tro forged ahead, muscles straining as he ferried his companions across. Jagged cliffs loomed, their faces slick with mist, yet Cho's keen eyes found the narrowest footholds, guiding the others through the labyrinth. The shadows gave chase, relentless and merciless. Tige's trap slowed them for a moment, a tumbling avalanche of stones, a snare woven from vines, clever diversions that bought precious time. But the darkness was patient, and the group was tiring. Through these trials, Ho changed. Gone was the solitary predator, replaced by a reluctant protector, his claws and teeth now turned against the shadows that threatened them all. The bonds between the 4 grew stronger, forged in fear and necessity, but tempered by acts of courage and sacrifice. At last, they reached the heart of the forest, a clearing dominated by a colossal tree, its roots gnarled and ancient, its branches reaching skyward like desperate fingers. Within its tangled embrace glowed a ruby-red gem, pulsing with a light that seemed almost alive. Here, the evil that haunted the woods revealed itself. From the gloom stepped a monstrous form, a tiger, but not of flesh and bone. Its body was woven from pure shadow, its eyes blazing with ancient fury. The legend was true. This was the spirit of the forest's old ruler, trapped by a curse and corrupted by darkness. The battle erupted with savage force. Ho faced his spectral twin, claws meeting shadow in a storm of fury. The others rallied to him, their strengths combining. Trao's steadfast defense, Chao's strategic insight, Qi's unpredictable ingenuity. The fight was brutal, hope flickering, and nearly snuffed out by despair. Ho faltered, battered by the relentless assault of his own shadow. But in that moment, his companions did not abandon him. With Trao bracing the blows, Chao guiding their movements, and Kai distracting the beast, they gave Ho a chance to rise once more. Summoning every ounce of courage, Ho seized the ruby gem. The stone's light blazed brighter, filling the clearing with a radiance that pushed back the night. With a final defiant roar, Ho shattered the gem, and the shadow tiger dissolved into mist, its curse broken at last. The forest exhaled, the darkness receding as the first rays of dawn pierced the canopy. Ho, exhausted and humbled, turned to his companions. "I'm no longer the lord of the forest," he whispered, his voice soft. "But I have found something greater. Friends." Together they left the woods behind. The stone slab, once a harbinger of doom, now lay fractured. The curse that haunted the Rungbongdam finally dispelled. The lesson lingered in their hearts. True strength lies not in solitude, but in unity. And the bravest are those willing to change, to fight for others, and to embrace the bonds that make them whole.